Namaste, I am the Queen of Cups, Montreal. This monthly reading features the Universal Goddess Tarot and the Universe Has Got Your Back Oracle. This July, Cancer and Leo season come together, causing you to question what is your heart's desire and if you're willing to embrace the discomfort of change to realize it. At this point, I invite you to pick the deck or crystal which resonates strongest for you. In the video description, you will find my Linktree URL, where you'll be able to connect with me for tarot reading, energy healing, my Etsy store for healing crystals, and my social media. You will also find timestamps for your chosen reading, which you can use to navigate the video. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications for future readings. As always, love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste, Carnelian group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is your monthly reading for the month of July. I'm better late than never. As always, we're going to explore the theme of the month. Then we're going to explore love, career, finance, and a little hint from Spirit about your self-care. Let's see what comes up. And then we're going to finish with a message from Spirit, like I always like to do. Reconnect you to your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whoever resonates most with you. Just set the intention that that message from them can come through loud and clear. All right, guys. So position number 1, numéro 1, is the theme of the month. What's the tea? What do you have for us, July? All right, here we have Lilith, guys. So there could be an issue of entanglements this month. There could be an issue of cutting cords. This month, of course, we're dealing with Cancer and Leo. So we're dealing with Cancer and Leo this month. So what emotional ties are standing in the way of your personal growth, of your most brilliant, beautiful, confident self? I think this is a month for cord cutting and release, but this is Lilith, so this is the energy we're coming in with. Let's see where this goes. And that is the Devil card. So Lilith is the Devil card. She gets a bad rap, yeah, for my pagan people out there, I know Lilith gets a bad rap in this deck, but I mean, the Devil card's not a bad card, is it? It's about release, it's about transformation, it's about acknowledging our shadows. Yeah, it's about acknowledging our shadows and like aligning with our shadows and accepting who we are, and you know, untangling the shame and the guilt from like actual our shadow selves. And there's nothing wrong with having a shadow self. We all have shadow selves. So position number 2 is love. I know a lot of people want to know what's going on in the area of love. Let's take a look here. All right, so we have this 2 of Swords energy. There's going to be some agreements coming through. There's going to be some sort of negotiation, agreement, compromise. I like this. Be willing to see things from other people's perspective. If you need to, get a mediator or get a means of communicating that has some sort of inherent mediation. Maybe you need to write to each other. Maybe you need to write each other a letter. Maybe you need to record your messages before you send them, before you jump on the phone. Be careful of text, guys. Text, it loses so much nuance. And when we're feeling some sort of way and when we're in our feelings, text kind of subconsciously, we add tone to text depending on how we're feeling and depending on our vibe, not the other person's vibe. So while I feel like this is a time for communication, for you to reconnect with somebody, negotiate, compromise, see eye to eye, don't do it via text, guys. I know, like, it's so easy, and honestly, I don't like talking on the phone either, but text is not the way to do it because there's so much lost in communication, and subconsciously the mind will fill in the blanks. All right, in the area of career, what do we have for you? In the area of career, we have the Emperor card. This is good. You're taking charge. You're taking control. You are honoring your path and your truth. You are providing. You are abundant. You are taking the lead. You're charging forward. I love this for you. I feel like for some of you, this could mean a promotion. This could mean a raise, or this could mean like you're speaking up at work and you're tired of that girl who's always stealing your coffee mug, or that guy that's always taking credit for your work. You know what I mean? Like, this could mean you're standing up and like you're really taking charge of your life at work. But I think that this is auspicious. The Emperor card is very auspicious when it comes to work, because that's like the divine masculine energy, the protector, the provider, the projective energy. And I like that for you. In the area of finance, what do we have? Why did Rihanna's song come into mind? I won't say the B word, but you better have my money. Let's see. Let's see what we have in the area of finance. All right. So there's some common ground. There's some peacemaking. I like that. There's the end of a difficult situation coming through as well. I feel like there's some peaceful energy, the end of a difficult situation, some balance coming in. So financially, you're looking really good, Carnelian group, because I like the energy of you taking charge at work. And I think for a lot of you, this is going to translate to good financial vibes, good financial vibration. So yeah, find the sweet part, you know. I'm a Taurus, so everything I say is like either spend, 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 or save, save, save. And I like, I struggle finding the medium, like that middle point, but don't do as I do as I say, and find the middle point between saving and spending. You're going to want to find that balance, because when we save too much, like when we save obsessively, then what happens is we become like, we can fall prey to scarcity mindsets. So buy what you need, and sometimes what we need is not necessarily like a necessity. Sometimes it's something to pick us up. I read this really cool article, and it says like every time there's a recession, lipstick sales go up. And the reason why lipstick sales go up is because people need a pick-me-up. People who wear lipstick need a pick-me-up, right? Like people who wear makeup need a pick-me-up. And it's an affordable item. It's like a couple dollars, and that's the kind of pick-me-up spirit. So this month, like, finances are going to balance out for you, but remember, it doesn't always have to be a necessity for you to pick it up or for you to buy it. I'm all for thrifting. I'm all for secondhand stuff, because fast fashion is not good for Gaia. But definitely be able to treat yourself, and don't be scared of that. I jumped ahead, you guys. I jumped ahead. We're still doing self-care in position number 5. Sorry about it. All right, self-care. All right, we have the 3 of Swords. Self-care may be talking to a therapist, talking to a counselor. It may be booking a session with me at qochealing.com for some dream interpretation, tarot reading, or energy reading. It could, but either way, you're untangling, this shameless plug, you're untangling some sort of emotional energy, you're untangling some sort of mental energy. For some of you, it could look like journaling this month, okay, to do some journaling. But either way, you have to make sense of your inner experience mentally and emotionally. Okay, so I want you to get into some sort of self-care that involves untangling the pieces and putting them to paper, or voicing them, somehow communicating, you know, somehow communicating yourself to yourself. That's some Inception stuff, guys. Communicate yourself to yourself. But yeah, no, seriously, I want you to communicate somehow. Untie. You see here? They're unraveling the cords. Okay? And the reason why that's so important, it's important to talk to somebody, is because sometimes when it's all rattling around in our heart or our head, we can't make sense of it. All right. Position number 6, what is your message from Spirit, Esprit, the divine, your ancestors, your guides, your angels? All right, let me get serious. Angels, guides, and ascended masters, we ask you to channel a message that will honor the collective, that will help heal the collective and contribute to their healing journey. We ask that you convey a message and allow me to communicate your message for the Carnelian group, for everyone's highest good. Energy flows where my intention goes. How can we make this work for this reading? There's some sort of untangling. We see it here, guys. Some sort of untangling energy that needs to happen this month. Cord cutting, untangling, shadow work. And while you're focusing on that shadow work, I want you to focus on what you're thinking, what your intentions are, how that, you know, our thoughts, our intentions can manifest into physical circumstances, into people, into what we attract, regarding what we attract. So make sure to keep good thought hygiene this month, okay? Be careful to think positively, remain present, good thought hygiene. Get your thoughts out on paper or express them to somebody so they don't rattle around in there. I want you to, this card says, energy flows where my intention goes. And I feel like that's saying, like, focus on keeping your intentions elevated and focus on keeping your thoughts elevated. You guys, we're going to summarize. The energy of this month is the Lilith energy, but in this deck, it's the Devil card. And what we mean by that is there's going to be some, like, untangling, some shadow work, some stuff to work through, maybe some cords to cut, okay? In the area of love, compromise, be willing to see it their way, even if it seems crazy, even if you're like, dude, you have no idea what you're talking about. You know, definitely be able to see things their way or compromise or express yourself differently. For some reason, I feel like I have to tell you guys, stop with the texting. Like, even if it's just for this time, just stop with the texting a little bit, because I don't think it's not serving you. Somebody out there is like having a text war. Like, I can see the thread in the phone. And like in my third eye, I see the giant like call. All right. In terms of career, we have some awesome Emperor energy. That's good. This is promotion. This means stand up to for yourself. This means maybe raise your prices, or like tell your clients that you're tired of them always being late. Whatever it is, stand up for yourself. And I do feel like this is auspicious. So for many of you, this means a good turn of events at work, career, promotion, acknowledgement. I love it. In terms of finances, this is a difficult time. Is coming to an end. We're finding balance. We're finding peace. Find that sweet spot. Like I said, it's about treating yourself when you need to, always taking care of your necessities, and also saving. Like, find that sweet spot of like nurturing yourself and not being like scarce with yourself, not being cheap with yourself, but also planning for the future. And as a care, you guys, you need to express something. Get it on paper, journal, book a session with me. We can talk it out. Whatever it is, I feel like you need to express something and get down to the nitty gritty in some sort of circumstance. And finally, your message from Spirit is energy flows where my intention goes. And I feel like what it's saying is focus on what you do want to manifest. Focus on what you do intend to create. Don't focus so much on the past. And we can revisit the past without having to reside there. So when you're doing this energy of the cutting, the cord cutting, and the revelation and self-expression here, and the cord cutting here, or the release here, I want you to remember that it's okay to revisit the past without totally living there and staying there. That's not good for you. The crystals that I recommend for you are some selenite, black tourmaline. I want you guys to get some stuff that really transmutes and clears everything out, and that gives you like a push to release. Transmute everything. Transmute it. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you receive it today. I'm sprinkling it on you. I look forward to seeing you next week for the new moon in Cancer reading. If you follow me on Instagram, check it out, because I think I'm doing a new moon reading live. So you can ask me your questions there, a little sample. Ask them free of charge. You get a taste for my kind of reading style. And if you're on Clubhouse, keep an eye out for me, because I'm going to be doing more readings on Clubhouse. Once again, another way to get your questions answered for free before you choose to get a full reading with me at QOChealing.com. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have an awesome week. Namaste, Labradorite group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is your monthly reading for July. Better late than never. You guys, this reading, like, even though I try and get out the last week of the month before the previous month, like the last week of June, even when it doesn't, you can watch this on the 1st. I mean, it could even serve you on the 29th. And the reason for that is because the energy holds through for the whole month. So even when I'm a little bit late, which is not like me because I'm a Taurus, Capricorn moon, but even when I'm a little bit late, this reading can always serve you. It'll always bring you some sort of energy or insight. Okay, even if it's the last week of the month we're reading for, you can still learn something. All right, so we're going to jump in. For position number 1 is the theme. Then we're going to explore, these cards are jumping, guys. Then we're going to explore the love, career, finance, self-care, and as always, a message from Spirit. So set the intention now, guys, that whoever resonates with you, angels, ancestors, guides, comes through with a message and collaborates with the other energies that we're communing with to bring a message that can resonate with you. All right, position number 1 is the theme of the month. All right, and we're dealing with like Cancer and Leo. So we'll see if that comes into play. All right, the theme of the month is creation. Creation, manifestation, could be magic as well, manifesting through magic, spells, rituals, but definitely manifestation and creation energy. So let's see how that plays out. Position number 2 has to do with your love life. I know, like, everybody always wants to know about the love life. Tell me, Queen of Cups, what does love have in store for me? You guys, I want you always to have an abundant mindset when it comes to love, okay? Because there's more than enough love, platonic, romantic, unconditional, universal. There's more than enough love for everybody. So I want you to keep that mindset when you're looking for love or when things aren't going awesome in your relationship, okay? There's more than enough love for everyone. Keep that in mind. So this is the High Priestess. I like seeing her in the love place. I feel like truths will be revealed. I feel like deep healing is going to take place. I also feel like she has a divine feminine kind of sensual resonance. So it could be a very romantic month for some. But I definitely get the feeling that, there's like a divine feminine resonance that's coming in, which I love, for love. I love that for love. So it could be healing, could be secrets revealed, could be a deepening, and it could be a little sensuality and seduction, but I think that this is an auspicious card for love. I do like it. I hope you like it too. Position number 3 is career. Like, for some reason, I'm channeling songs today, so when I said career just now, I'm thinking that Dolly Parton song, working 9 to 5. Spirit works in funny ways, doesn't it? Like, just giving us little hints and tips and tricks as we go. All right, career, we have the 7 of Pentacles, which I think is auspicious, but it's also saying, okay, now that you've arrived, you have arrived. What's your next step? What are you doing next? What do you want next? What are you planning for next? What do you hope to achieve? So start thinking about next steps. For a lot of you, I think you've arrived or you're very soon to arrive. And once you get there, don't get complacent. I think that's the message from Spirit right now. Do not get complacent. There's still more that's yet to achieve, so start planning that now. And that's a great way to have a manifestation mindset. It's a great way to not get stagnant. It's a great way to continue attracting abundance. Is to say, okay, now that I'm about to reach the next step, or now that I'm about to have my promotion or my raise, what do I want after that? What am I already attracting for the next phase? Always stay in a constant state of attraction and manifestation. Position number 4 is finance. Oh, I'm going to show my age now. Do you guys remember All About the Benjamins? I'm probably not saying the title of the song properly. It's like All About the Benjamins, baby. Position number 4 is finance. Let's get serious. And here we have the Ace of Cups. So I do feel like there's a new beginning for a lot of you, a cleansing, a clearing, maybe a freedom from some debt or from a certain debt. But there's definitely a clearing energy. So I feel like new beginnings or new perspectives, new feelings about money. Perhaps you're healing a mindset of lack. But either way, I do feel like there's new energy in the area of finance. And I feel like let that come through, let that cleanse. And I think this is a message to some of you to flow with the energy. Since everything that's happened in the past year, I think a lot of us struggle with a scarcity mindset or a lack mindset, but flow with the energy. Remember to keep it moving. Remember, just like love, like I said at the beginning, there's more than enough money for everyone in this world. And there's more than enough money for you and to have what you want, okay? So don't limit yourself by thinking there's not enough. Position number 5 is self-care. For those of you who find it appropriate, I think some time in the sun. For others, it could be some time in nature. And for some of you, it could just be working on the solar plexus chakra, which is self-confidence, digestion, self-esteem, energy levels. But there's definitely like a solar magic, a solar energy here that's happening. So some of you need to spend a day at the beach. Some of you need to work on the solar plexus if that resonates with you. Confidence, digestion could be, like I said, energy. Sun card came up. This could just mean like some sun salutation yoga. Like I feel for some of you, it's just working on your prana or your chi. All right, let's get serious. Angels, guides, and ascended masters of all those who will watch this video, I ask that you come forward and collaborate with me, with spirit, in order to bring a message that benefits the watcher's highest good, that benefits the Labradorite group's highest good. I ask that you allow me to communicate it in a way that honors your message and honors the person that or people that is supposed to be delivered to. All right. Here we go, guys. I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. I love that. All right. So this month, when you're creating, when you're in that creative energy and manifesting what you want, remember that to choose love no matter what happens. And I'm going to summarize, and then we're going to come back to this message to bring it all together. This is a month of manifestation, okay, of creation and manifestation. In the area of love, I really feel like there's some deep healing going on and some revelations, and that's going to deepen the intimacy. Whether you're single or attached, okay? I feel like there's some deep revelation going on. In area of career, you're asking yourself, what's next? What do I want now that I'm where I need to be, or where I'm soon going to be where I need to be, or where I want to be? In the area of finance, here, Spirit's saying, like, cleanse your heart, cleanse your mind, refresh your finances, take on a new perspective. Or for some of you, I do think that some debt's going to be cleared out, or some financial blockage is going to be cleared out. In the area of self-care, that was a wild ride. Work on your solar plexus chakra, work on your chi, get out in the sun, do some sun salutations. For some of you, it may even mean an ab workout, but I feel like it's all happening in the solar plexus and sacral chakra. So when it says, I choose love no matter what, it means no matter what you're creating, choose an energy of love. No matter what you're healing in your relationship, heal it from a place of love. Same thing at work. If you're asking yourself, what's the next thing I want professionally? Choose from your heart. All right? And when you do self-care, do it from a place of love. Not from a place of guilt, because some people feel guilty when they're doing self-care. And not from a place of obligation. Do what feels good to you, but always choose love. You guys, I think that's really simple for the card. I think that you could benefit from some rhodonite, agate, rose quartz. Just channel the love, and I think that that'll let everything else flow. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. There you go. I sincerely hope you received it today. Catch it all. I look forward to seeing you again next week for the Cancer and New Moon, the New Moon in Cancer reading. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm probably going to be doing a live next week, which is a great place for you to get your questions answered. You know, a question answered, or get like a quick reading before you book with me at qochealing.com. If you're a member on Clubhouse, try and check me out. Try and catch up with me, because I'm going to be doing live readings on Clubhouse more. Another great place to ask a question for free. Try me out. And see if our vibes click before you book with me at qochealing.com for dream interpretation, energy reading, and of course, tarot healing. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Have a great week. Namaste, Rose Quartz Group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is your monthly, as I mentioned in the introduction, this is your monthly reading for the month of July. Better late than never. I also mentioned to the other groups, look, if ever I'm late, this reading goes from July 1st to July 31st. So it can always be useful to you. Even if you're checking it out on the 25th, there's always something to learn and grow and help you grow, even if it's getting your message from Spirit at the end of the reading. So just don't limit yourself. You're like, oh, it's too late. It's the 15th. This no longer works. Well, you still have half a month left. And I mean, like, I'm a Taurus Sun, Capricorn Moon, so like I'm very rarely late. But if I am, just a little heads up. It's always useful. It could always be useful. All right, position number 1 is the theme of the Rose Quartz Group's month. I didn't say that properly at all. There was too many S's in there. But we'll work it out, guys. We will work it out. All right. Here we have the Queen of Wands, all right? And you see she's having a little bit of a tower moment in the background. There's like burning. This is on fire, and yet there's a compassion and a love and a healing. So I feel like what the Queen of Wands is saying, you know, let your fire burn bright. Leo season is this month, is coming this month. So let your fire burn bright, but make sure you're burning it in a focused way, in a balanced way, in a conscientious way. I think that for the Rose Quartz Group, there's a lot of fire that's going to build up, a lot of passion and drive, inspiration, creativity. Sorry, I'm just hearing my guides right now. I think the name of the game this month is purpose. Like, as I'm hearing them talk to me, the name of the game this month for the Rose Quartz Group is purpose. All right. So position number 2 is love. You guys, has it been hot where you've been? It's been so hot and rainy here. And it's like, if it's not humid, it's boiling hot. I'm sorry to complain, but like, I don't like the heat. I don't like the heat. Do you guys like the heat? Comment in any comment section that you find this video in. For some reason, I'm not a fan. Is that bad? In the position of love, you're reading your love for the month ahead. We have the Ace of Wands. So once again, we're following through with this wand energy. All right, so I think that there's new inspiration, there's new depth, there's new spiritual connection coming. Whether you're attached or single, I think that spiritually something takes a turn in the area of love. If there's a deepening, an inspiration, a connection that really is revived here, or enlivened, like that starts or is revived. English is my first language, guys. In the position of career, what does my Rose Quartz Group have? All right. We have the Empress here, which is interesting. So I think the first group had the Emperor. So in the area of career, this is the Empress. I think it's time to nurture yourself, nurture your path. I think it's time to really take a step back and see how you can grow where you are. And really, once again, with this Queen of Wands energy, I think it's about finding your purpose and finding your power where you are and honoring yourself where you are, and loving yourself and celebrating yourself. The Empress is like divine feminine energy. I think of Venus when I think of her. So this is about prosperity, harmony, love, and balance. So find that in your career. I feel like the reason this card came up is because you're finding it in your career. So this is going to be a good month for like taking stock and nourishing your path, and so by proxy nourishing yourself. In the area of finance, you guys, you'll notice if you watch the other two readings, I'm like downloading songs today. I think my guides are like particularly playful. So I guess your song for finance is money, 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 money. Do your guides communicate with you through music? I know some people's guides that I talk to, they communicate through the radio, or like, a music playing like Spotify or iTunes, or so. I feel like, let me know in the comments, do your guides communicate through music? And if so, how? All right, in the area of finance, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is good. I think this is another call to like survey what you have, take stock, take account. I like that these two are playing together, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, very similar energy. And I feel like financially, it's about taking stock of what you have, where you want to go, and like planning for the future. See this baby here? It's about, what do I want for the future? What do I want to do with my abundance? Always have an abundant mindset. What do I want to do with my abundance in the future? Why am I working towards abundance? What does this mean to me? What, other than paying my bills and surviving, can this manifest into? All right. Position number 5 is self-care. Self-care. What does my rose quartz group need to know about their self-care? Never be guilty for practicing self-care. Never feel obligated to practice self-care. And never forget that self-care looks like different things to different people on different days, right? Okay. So here we have the 6 of Wands. I feel like in terms of self-care, you might need to stand up to somebody, voice your opinion, use your voice, stand up to somebody, stand up for yourself, take charge in a situation. This could mean, once again, like the last group, a solar plexus and sacral chakra energy that you need to heal. But ultimately, I feel like you really need to take charge, stand up, step up, like this Queen of Wands energy. You're very wand heavy reading this month, Rose Quartz group. So keep that in mind, okay? There's a lot of Wands energy. Wands is, like I said at the beginning, passion, creativity, inspiration, growth, that kind of energy. And I think that this also speaks to the fact that Leo season will probably be the most active part of the month. That also resonates with me. Let me know if it resonates with you guys. I love if you comment, say, hey Chanel, this really came through. I love this part of the reading. That didn't resonate. Hoped it would. That didn't resonate. Glad it didn't. That sort of thing. All right, let's get serious. Angels, guides, and ascended masters, I ask you to send a message to the people watching. Collaborate together to make sure that a message can come together, a unified message can come together to serve everyone who's watching, serve their highest good and this greatest good. Please enable me to communicate it accurately and cohesively in a way that really touches and reaches people in the way that Spirit intended. I find deeper meaning and personal growth in the discomfort. So I think the reason why this came up is this is a month of incredible change, of drive, of standing up for yourself, of passions burning bright. And it's like Spirit saying, I find deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So know that change is uncomfortable. I use this quote often. I came up with it myself. Change is uncomfortable. Inertia is painful. So there's a difference between discomfort, which comes like when we're trying a new ab routine, and then there's a difference between like pain when we're trying that ab routine and our form is all wrong and we're retching our neck or our back. All right, so go with the discomfort. It's okay. The discomfort means growth. That's where you find growth. That's where you find deeper meaning. That's where you find who you are. All right, guys, let's summarize. I feel like this is a month of change. This is a month of empowerment. This is a month of heavy duty solar plexus and sacral chakra energy. What's that mean? Confidence, willpower, motivation, emotional expression, all wrapped up into one with the Queen of Wands here. In the area of love, it's interesting. We got the Ace of Wands. What does that mean? I think that there's a new energy coming forward. I think there's a deepening, whether you're single or attached, there's a growth and a deepening here in your relationship status or in your relationship. Something goes deeper, something connects on a spiritual level. In the area of career, we have Empress energy. So nourish what you already have, celebrate yourself, be kind to yourself, really give birth to your goals where you are. This is not a time for projective energy, it's time for receptive energy. Receive feedback, receive abundance, receive right now. The Emperor is, of course, projective energy, so you have the Empress right now. In the area of finance, it's time about taking stock, acknowledging what you have, acknowledging where you're going. It's about growing for the future and planning for the future, illustrated by this little baby here. Self-care, stand up for yourself. That person that's giving you a hard time, I feel like for someone out there, it's at work, but I feel like there's people giving you a hard time. And I feel that, wow, I'm getting it like a really heavy download right now. For somebody, this person starts with an S that's giving you a hard time. Stand up to them. For others of you, like, it's about empowering yourself and standing up for what you want and really embracing your independence and your strength, and really embracing who you are. Very Leo energy, very Leo sun energy. And remember, when it's just uncomfortable to stand up for yourself, when it's uncomfortable to go deeper spiritually, when it's uncomfortable to manage the fire and the flame and the inundation of this passion's fire that's going to be rekindled, remember that this is where personal growth comes from. Amidst the discomfort. What crystal do I give you? I feel like you need something grounding. Interesting, there's a lot of fire, a lot of wands energy, but I feel like something grounding would really help you. So we have mahogany obsidian here. We have smoky quartz, and this little gem just caught my eye. Snowflake obsidian. Why snowflake obsidian? Because I feel like there's maybe some habits of not standing up for yourself, or some habits of not honoring yourself that need to be cut off and removed, and snowflake obsidian is great for cutting off bad habits. You guys, with every reading, I send a little love and light and namaste energy, and sincerely hope you receive it today. Here it is. Here it is, by the way. That's what I'm doing. You guys, you can always book a session with me at qochealing.com. Stay tuned if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, then follow me on Instagram, because next week I'm probably going to be doing a live answering 1 or 2 questions from the viewer. So follow me and keep an eye up. The live will probably be on Tuesday the 6th. With my friend at Just Monversation, or Monversation on here, like conversation, but with M-O-N. And then if you are on Clubhouse, keep an eye out for me, Chanel at QOC Healing, because I'm going to start doing Clubhouse readings as well, like lives on Clubhouse, where I might answer 1 or 2 of your questions. So you can get a sample of me before you book me for dream interpretation, tarot reading, energy healing on qochealing.com. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. Have an awesome week. Bye.